Hey, it's Cat at Cattails TV. And if you're looking at my Twitter timeline, there's some things on there that if you're watching my YouTube channel regularly but not on my Twitter, there's things on Twitter that it's not on my YouTube because it's I'm not really great with keeping up with all the social media stuff and I have a life. But I just want to give a shout out to the content creators doing things on narcissism and narcissistic abuse. There's one guy called, oh my God, Mental Healness, I believe. Anyway, I'll try to link him below. But I posted on my timeline a lot of his stuff, and there's a bunch of people that are really, really good. But anyway, he's a self-diagnosed narcissist who's been in therapy for 6 years. And just listening to his testimony, shall we say, it's given me such great insights about myself, as well as the Tory Lanez case, as well as somebody that I dated. And the latest video that I put on my timeline on Twitter, he talked about narcissists not being able to love themselves. So I was like, and they punish you because they don't love themselves, which is like, wow. But he was also saying, just because you find that out doesn't mean you go back to the narcissist. But I want to say this about the Tory Lanez case. This case is so important to me because it's taught me so many lessons, and so many interesting coincidences have come together to show me this tapestry of a deeper meaning and a deeper understanding, more compassion, more intuition, more research, more looking deeper, and also making sure, my boundaries were up for certain things, and also standing my ground when I thought people were going way too far. But yeah, I feel like the Tory Lanez case is a great learning tool, and it's caused me to think in ways on a multidimensional level. It's blown my mind. It's also made me want to change the direction of what I do, and maybe not necessarily do it in LA anymore. I don't know. I feel like I want to go back to traveling more, but doing some of the creative things that I've put on hold because I've been running around trying to make money in LA, and it's just not, maybe it's just not for me. I don't know. However, the case has been so important for life lessons, and my brain's thinking about what to say because I realize you got to be careful about sharing things that you're gonna do, because that energy you're putting out, that energy maybe to people that are jealous or negative, or you're just taking away the energy of what you want to do. So I'm not going to say. But anyway, what I will say is this: the scope of my channel and some of the things that I'm interested in, I need to get with it really soon and add more of the things that I'm not talking about on my YouTube channel. So if that makes any sense. But getting back to the narcissism of the self-hate of the narcissist. They project this thing that they're the greatest, they're the best, that everybody wants them. And if that projection isn't realized, they are punitive, they punish. And who does that sound like in regards to the Tory Lanez case? Who apologized and said, I know I did wrong, and that apology was taken as an admission of guilt? Tory Lanez, in my opinion, was apologizing to Kelsey because he had slept with Megan and, you know, he betrayed her. And I think that's what he was doing. I could be totally wrong, but as far as I know, that's what he's doing. I just want to ask you a question. Did Megan Thee Stallion ever apologize for anything? Ever? Did she apologize to Kelsey for sleeping with Tory? Did she apologize to any of her fans for changing her story 3 times? Did she apologize for all the things that she did once, ever? Leave that down below if you can find an apology that she gave, ever. All I remember of all the videos that I researched about her, because you gotta understand something. I did not follow Megan. Like, I'm not into the entertainment situation where I'm following people, listening to all their music, everything they did on social media. The only reason why I started learning about Megan is because I kind of played a criminologist in this case, in the sense of I studied what she was putting out. And then in the videos with Gayle King, and, you know, anytime she's on social media, she keeps saying she's the good person, she's the nice person, she's the best friend. A best friend doesn't sleep with your best friend's man. You just don't do that. You know, once you become an adult, you don't do that, right? A self-aware person that really cares about other people, you don't just leave them high and dry, right? You don't just, like, never talk to them again like she did to Kelsey, allegedly, after the shooting. Because we still don't know, like, the truth on exactly what happened until a video drops or someone actually tells the truth. But even then, if someone says it, nobody seems to believe Tory that he didn't shoot her, even though the transcripts seem to imply that Kelsey shot Megan. But I would love to know the real truth. But all I can say is this: since we don't know the actual, like, we don't have the videotape, and Tory didn't testify, and Megan accused Tory of shooting her, even though she changed her story 3 times. Again, I just want to ask you, when did Megan ever show genuine care, love to her, the people in her life? Or did she just use them on her social media to show her control and dominance? Because look at the video of Megan and Justin Edison, her bodyguard, in Turks and Caicos, where she says he's on bump. She's drunk. His girlfriend's in the pool too. Megan is trying to drink out of another champagne bottle, or whatever bottle she was drinking out of. Justin comes over, tries to take it from her hand, and she's fighting with him, but she's also being very, very seductive, and dangerously provocative in front of his girlfriend. And one of the things I've noticed with Megan is that she does that a lot. She likes to be the center of attention. She even did that at Beyonce's concert, where she's talking to Jay-Z while Beyonce's on stage, and she's, like, you know, doing her thing. But knowing her behavior, her previous behavior that she's demonstrated, there's something going on between those two. She goes for the most powerful, the most person that's going to get her attention. She jumps from Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Cardi B. If you don't know about Rihanna, it's Savage Fenty. Rihanna fired her. She's supposed to be a model for Savage Fenty, but Rihanna fired her. But what I'm trying to say is I've seen people like Megan before, where they go from one star to the next. Amber Heard, Anne Heche. I'm sure there's some guy, but I can't remember somebody right now. But all I'm saying is, it seems like Megan is a severe narcissist. He doesn't care about anyone. I mean, her songs say it. Her songs say what she is. And I've said this on my timeline on Twitter. No one could ever say anything as cruel and as mean about Megan Thee Stallion as she sings about herself. And when you look at her lyrics, she's telling you what she is. I would never, I mean, I don't know. I just don't understand that she got away with this for so long and people didn't have enough sense to figure it out. I just feel like a lot of people don't know anything about mental health, really. It's not something that maybe is talked about in our culture. However, I think a lot of us have suffered narcissistic abuse, and we don't know what a healthy family is. We don't know what healthy boundaries are. We choose people in our lives. We might feel sorry for them, and they might totally screw our whole thing up. And why do we do that? Why do we do that? But I think the foundation of it is the family. And I remember the Snake Girl was like on my YouTube early on when I was doing the case, talking about you can't talk about Megan's family life, it's off limits. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I can talk about whatever the fuck I want. It's my fucking channel. Snake Girl's YouTube channel is all about her. All about her. I've never seen anything like it. I even made a comment at the courthouse because she showed me her YouTube channel. It was literally her, all about her doing like stuff that's like not even, I'm not trying to be rude, but all I'm saying is, if you look at my YouTube channel, it's not all about me. It's about other people. It's about politics. It's about the metro. Like, why can't they fix the fucking metro? Why can't it run on time? Why isn't it not on safe? You know, I mean, stuff like it's got everything, all different types of people. It isn't just about me. It's about kind of like a global kind of thing, you know? I have people that look at my videos from all over the world, and I'm proud of that. But it's not just one thing. It's not just about me. It's about a lot of things that I'm interested in, a lot of things that I want to know more of. And I really wish I could, maybe I'll start asking more people if I can videotape our conversations so I can share it with you. But sometimes I have these amazing conversations with strangers where I think it would literally help other people understand things better. But getting back to the narcissism, in my mind, when Snake Girl came up to me and started showing me her phone and doing the stuff she was doing and talking about how she slept with her friend's boyfriend and father to get back at her because she said she needed help. And then she also was trying to tell me I can't talk about Megan's upbringing. She was the micro version of Megan Thee Stallion in my eyes. And that's how the case kind of formed together. It's like I started going, what the fuck is going on here? People who have grown up in trauma houses, and especially being abandoned or someone dies or having a parent that's not there for you, or a parent that's stressed out because they're working all the time and they got to pay the bills, and the kid might be angry and confused about how come their parent's not there for them. It's a very difficult situation. Unless you can somehow heal from that and get help with that, you can keep doing more damage and cause more abuse. And that's what I see in this case. This case is a lesson about Black mental health and what happens when you don't have a good family background, and also what happens when your heroes are pimps, hustlers, drug addicts, women that are selling their body for a purse or a pair of shoes. And then you find it funny to make fun of people who are actually working, that don't use other people, that actually believe in love and compassion. And sometimes they cry because they're an empath. I mean, that's the other funny thing. People finding it odd that a person would cry when someone's being railroaded and lynched. And they're like, you're crying? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, you don't cry about anything? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to cry necessarily about Tory, but you don't have empathy for other human beings. If that's true, you guys are more fucked up. Not all of you. Some of you are more fucked up than even I want to deal with. But this case is about mental health and addiction, and how someone's ego can go do a roller coaster and get someone locked up for 10 years, and they're actually trying to push for 22. This case is about control, punishment, anger. And again, the guy that did that video about narcissists, they punish you for loving them. It rang a bell. So anyway, this is Cat at Cattails TV. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to have more deep conversations about mental health and how to choose better partners. But even beyond better partners, we've got to be better people ourselves. How we speak, how we treat other people, what music, what video games we watch, what television, what programming we're allowing our head to be brainwashed with. You guys don't even, you got to start realizing, I think a lot of the stuff they're putting out there is for our own annihilation, obviously, because the way we speak to each other. How quick people are calling each other bitch and the N-word all the time. That's not a loving friendship or a loving race. I swear, white people in their music do not speak the way black people in rap music speak to each other. It's an abomination. If you know anything about psychological warfare or any of that stuff, look up brainwashing. But imagine like someone strapped you to a chair and is yelling the most foul things to you for hours and hours and hours and hours. That's the music most of you are listening to. It's not a high vibration stuff. And I hate to sound like a weirdo hippie, but I guess I am a hippie. But not a hippie in the way like Charles Manson. But I don't know. I'm kind of a Aerofant. I'm kind of a hermit. I'm into esoteric knowledge. But I think we can do better. We have to do better. Because I don't want to see more people going to court over some stupid horse shit. Anyway, it's Cattails TV. Thanks for watching. Bye. Leave a comment and like and subscribe. Bye.